In the headlines, Inspector General of Police visits Jos amidst fresh attack in Bokkos community. Bandits give 7-day ultimatum on abducted Zamfara University students. 3 Nigerian stowaways arrested on board vessel bound to Europe. On the foreign scenes, Russia reopens its embassy in Burkina Faso after 31 years of closure. Well, hello there and welcome to the news update. I'm Ibrahim. Thanks for joining us. Thanks once again for joining the news update. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has arrived at Jos for an assessment of the situation in the aftermath of the Christmas Eve attacks in Plateau State. The attacks in Bokkos and Burkina, as well as parts of Mangu, left over 190 people killed and several others injured, with property and houses destroyed. The IGP was received at the airport by the Commissioner of Police in Plateau State, Julius Alawari, the General Officer commanding 3 Division, Major General Abdul Salam Abubakar, and other security chiefs in the state. The police boss is billed to attend a stakeholders meeting with Governor Caleb Muftwang to discuss the security situation in the affected areas and thereafter proceed to Bokkos to inspect security measures put on ground. His visit to the state is coming after a fresh attack in another community in the Bokkos local government on Thursday night. Earlier, we spoke to a reporter in Jos, Plateau State capital, Ado Musa, on the recent attack in the Bokkos community.
Well, according to a councillor from Bokkos local government area, that yesterday men attacked a particular village called Bondel, where they burned down almost 8 houses. But it took the intervention of security personnel to chase them out of the community. But he said, even though when the attackers arrived in the community, the residents of that community had already fled to other places. But as soon as the security personnel got the information that there was such incident, they swiftly intervened and chased them out of the community. Yes, I think this is one of the reasons why the security personnel swiftly reacted to the recent attack. Because a lot of residents who spoke to me this morning confirmed to me that there have been a lot of deployment of security personnel around the Barikiladi Bokkos axis, especially people who are traveling from Barikiladi to Bokkos. There are a good number of security checkpoints which now inspect exit and then coming vehicles. So according to them, they say there have been a lot of security development in the community, and that is why the security were able to respond quickly before it gets out of hand. Well, so far we can say that since normality has been restored, there is a little bit calm, because some of the residents confirmed to us again that following the visit by the state governor, who assured them that there will be more deployment of security personnel, that has given them the confidence that everything will be okay. And since the governor was there on Wednesday, he told them that, okay, he will make sure that everybody goes back to their own house. And he's also assuring them that he has already spoken with Mr. President, who also assured him that more deployment of security personnel will also be made. So I think with this development, the residents, particularly the victims of the recent attack, they begin to develop a kind of confidence that they will soon go back to their houses. So at the moment, I think the anger, you understand, is no more there like before when the attack was launched, or even before the coming or the visit of the governor and Vice President Kashim Shettima to Bokkos local government area. So I think the visit has really played a significant role, because if not probably because of the visit, those people who were fleeing their villages to the headquarters of Bokkos, possibly they have even started fleeing from Bokkos to other places again. But with this development, people are calm and they have started at least thinking that they will go back to their houses as soon as government implements such assurances that they have given during the visit.
And in Zamfara, Nigeria's northwest, parents of abducted Federal University Gombe students in the state have called on the federal government to intervene and negotiate with bandits. The bandits, who have recently appointed a new leader, are threatening to kill some female students if their demands are not met, including the release of bandits' commanders in custody. Despite ongoing underground dialogue involving the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Defense Headquarters, and the Department of State Service, DSS, the situation remains critical. Following the killing of bandit leader Ali Kachala, who abducted over 50 Federal University Gombe students in September 2023, his followers are now demanding the release of detained colleagues. Apprehension lingers, especially among families of the abducted students. In a WhatsApp audio conversation, the bandit leaders expressed frustration, citing the financial strain of caring for the girls and threatening to take drastic action within 7 days if their demands are not met. The informant urged against harming the innocent girls, emphasizing ongoing mediation efforts. The bandits' leader, however, insisted on the release of their members, warning of potential violence if met with force. Also, the police in Zamfara has confirmed the rescue of a kidnapped victim in Gusau, the Zamfara state capital, on Friday. Now, according to a statement by the Public Relations Officer, the Commissioner of Police in the state said that the group of armed men invaded the house of Kabiru Umar Faruku, the staff of Zamfara College of Art and Science, Gusau, located at Sabon Garin Damba, attacked and abducted his watchman. Also, the spokesperson said a team of detectives intercepted the abductors on the outskirts of Sabon Garin Damba and, on sighting the police, shot the victim on the right hand and took to their heels with possible gunshot wounds. The victim was rescued and taken to the Yerima Bakura Specialist Hospital, and he is responding to treatment. And in a tragic turn of events, the lifeless body of 8-year-old Ibrahim Mona Ibrahim was discovered near a riverbank in Zaria, Kaduna State, after he went missing. The autistic boy had ventured out on an errand around 4 p.m. on Wednesday, December 27, 2023, and tragically did not return. Confirming the distressing development, Mansir Hassan, the spokesperson for the Kaduna State Police Command, refuted rumors circulating about the removal of the boy's eyes and private parts. The police spokesperson says the boy's lifeless body was found along the Kwarindangoma River bank, which borders Zaria and Sabon Gari local government area, on Thursday, December 28th. Dispelling further speculations, medical doctor Professor Aminu Mohammed Kutugi, who is married to the boy's aunt, rejected rumors of any missing body parts. Also, Imam Muhammad Sani Abdurrahman, who conducted the ritual bathing of Ibrahim's corpse, attested that all organs, including the eyes and private parts, were intact before the funeral. We also have Daily Trust reporter in Zaria, Abubakar Sadiq, who is joining us live via phone call to give us an update on the incident. Abubakar, the police has now cleared the air on the controversy over Ibrahim's death. So how's the community reacting to this development so far?
Well, actually, there are still speculation in town that the boy's organs had been removed, as been speculated earlier on. If not because of the Daily Trust report, actually the town was agog of the story. People have continued to spread the rumor that some missing part have been removed from the boy's organ. But meanwhile, our report has really doused tension here in Zaria because most of the people are in the clear picture that the boy was only dead. So the only question asked is the misery behind the death of the boy and who is responsible for his death. That is what the people are asking at the moment.
Okay, so what do we know so far about plans by the police to go on with investigations into the circumstances around Ibrahim's death?
Well, the Kaduna State Police Command has given a marching order to police here in Zaria to actually find out the culprit behind the death of the boy Ibrahim. And of course, when we spoke with the DPO here in Tudunwada, Zaria, the area responsible for the where the date was, the corpse was discovered, said they were in top gear regarding the investigation that led to the death of this boy. So the police are on top of the matter, and they said they are not resting their oar until they find out the victim of the incident.
Okay, at this point, I cannot fathom what the parents of late Ibrahim are currently going through. However, can you tell us how the parents, especially the mother who has just lost, her child, how is she? How is the father? What's the situation like with the family?
Well, when we visited the resident of the deceased, we met the mother, Hajda Sani Abdurazak. As at yesterday, she said she could not even shed tears because she is still wondering whether the death is a reality or otherwise. However, when we asked her further, she said she is not ready to do anything. She has submitted everything to the hands of Almighty Allah, and she believed that Ibrahim's death was destined by Almighty Allah. Therefore, she is not ready to take any legal action or otherwise, although she said the father's boy, and the father of the boy is in Kano. She will get in touch with him, but she actually confirmed that even when she does that, they are going to leave everything to the hands of Almighty Allah, because they are very, very religiously inclined, and therefore they accept it as a destiny.
Abubakar Sadiq Muhammad, thank you so much for giving us updates. It's indeed been a tragic discovery and also tragic moments for the family of Ibrahim, who now have to bear the absence following his death. Thank you so much for the updates. We do hope to touch base with you subsequently when there are new developments.
Thank you very much.
And in Kano State, the police has rescued 7 children kidnapped by suspected traffickers with intention to sell them as domestic servants in the southern parts of Nigeria. Addressing a news conference, the State Commissioner of Police, Mohammed Hussaini Gumel, told reporters that 9 suspects were also arrested in Kano and Anambra State. Trust TV's correspondent, Idris Jibrin, has more.
Ruth Yerima from Zongo quarters in Bauchi State believed to be responsible for trafficking these children, all of whom are from the same area in Bauchi, is now in custody. She says she normally delivers the children to a woman in Kano for onward conveyance to prospective buyers in southern part of the country.
I went to adoption home. That's where Abner Samuel is working. Yes, he gave me these children to give this woman that need adoption.
That's what she says. I'm giving her a children. I'm not giving her anything, sir. I don't have any orphanage home.
The question is, how did you get the children?
I didn't get any children and give her. She's lying over me.
I didn't do the adoption directly. I did not come to Kano. My sister, my junior sister, the same father, the same mother, she's the one that lives here. So she has a neighbor that has adopted 3 children. So when I told her that I need a child that I could call my own, she told me that her neighbor had adopted 3, that she will go to her to help her.
Young Muhammad Ilyasu is now renamed Chidiberi. Asia, who was renamed Chioma, and Hafizu, now called Uchenna, are among the 7 children rescued by the police.
Muhammad Ibrahim, abducted from Bauchi, renamed Chioma. Okay. This one with cap. His name is changed to Chioma. His name is Muhammad Ibrahim. What changed to Chioma? He was sold at the rate of 450,000. He was kept here in Sabangari, Kano. by the abducted. The next person is Osman Adamu, age 8 years. He was abducted from Bauchi, also sold at 450,000 naira, and his name changed to Chibuki.
According to the police, the suspect usually sells their victim at between 300 and 400,000 naira per child, largely in the east.
In the area of tackling offenses around human trafficking, including the buying and selling of minors, the police command has conducted several intelligence-led operations through which the long-time cycle of interstate trafficking syndicate hibernating around Kano, Bauchi, Gombe, Lagos, Delta, Anambra, and Imo states was identified and dismantled. In this commitment, a total of 9 suspects were arrested, with 7 victims who are mostly minors being rescued from the clutches of these harrowing criminal activities.
While investigation into these child stealing and trafficking syndicate continues, these children have since been reunited with their parents, who would now have to struggle to integrate them back to their native language and culture. Idris Jubrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
And also, the Anambra State Police Command has launched an intensive manhunt for armed insurgents who infiltrated from a neighboring state and killed 2 police personnel. The police public relations officer in Anambra State, Tochukwu Ikenga, who disclosed this in a statement on Friday, said the ugly event happened on Thursday. He said the gang, which disguised in military uniforms and seemed to be on a kidnap mission, were jolted by the 2 armed police officers approaching their direction, opening fire on the officers. The police commissioner, who condoled with the families of the deceased officers and Enugu State Police Command, vowed that the personnel did not die in vain, as he urged all officers and men of Anambra State Police Command to redouble their efforts and remain vigilant. Also, the Police Service Commission has expressed concern over the unprofessional conduct of the Special Police Constabulary, a quasi-police formation designed for community policing. Demanding an overhaul, the PSC highlighted issues such as forceful extortion and intimidation by constabulary members who lack basic financial remuneration in states where they serve. The Commission called for a distinctive uniform and the disbandment of units in states where constabularies face payment and care challenges. In a statement signed by Head of Press and Public Relations Ikechukwu Ani on Thursday, the PSC emphasized the danger of arming individuals without proper financial support for maintaining security and order. It revealed ongoing communication with the Inspector General of Police to address concerns and overhaul the nationwide operations of the Special Police Constabulary. The PSC aims to differentiate the Special Constabulary from regular police officers by introducing a new uniform. This measure is expected to track and distinguish the conduct of constabulary members, freeing the Nigeria police force from undue blame associated with their conducts. You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Still to come. Despite technological advancement in financial services, residents use traditional saving methods to boost local businesses. More news after the break. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with the news update thus far. Here's a recap of our major stories. Inspector General of Police visits Jos amidst fresh attack in Bokkos community. And bandits give 7-day ultimatum and abducted Zamfara University students. And to more stories now. Naval officers from the Nigerian Navy ship Beecroft on Wednesday arrested 3 stowaways on board a vessel bound to Europe. The suspects from Edo State say they paid 20,000 naira to an unknown boat operator who ferried them to where the ship was anchored, preparatory to sailing out of Nigeria. Commander NNS Beecroft, Commodore Kolawole Oguntuga, confirmed the arrest to newsmen. Oguntuga said officers from the command, while on patrol, apprehended 3 stowaways attempting illegal migration on the tanker vessel Front Altias at Lagos Road State.
What's your name? What's your name? Speak louder. Ebukadane. You are from where? Yeah? Enugu. Where are you headed to? You are headed to Europe. Where did you onboard the ship? Yeah? Where? How will they get to the ship? You pay fisherman. How much did you pay fisherman? 20,000. For only you? For three of us? Okay, two. What's your name?
Christian Happy.
Yeah?
Christian Happy.
Christian
Happy.
Happy. You are from where?
From Delta State.
From Delta State. Okay, where are you headed to?
America.
Yeah? America.
Yes.
That's it. And residents of Yenagoa, the Bayelsa state capital, are divided on the pros and cons of local savings schemes known in their local parlance as Kao and in other settings as Osusu, Canteen, and even Ado. Also, collection dates for these savings, which most times last the entire year, are normally at the end of the year to enable savers fund projects like traveling, school fees, food items, and even for Christmas shopping. Now, while some residents believe it is better to save with the bank rather than with people who may run away with their savings, others still feel the traditional schemes are better. Friday, Ebimoboe Peter has more on the details.
Helen Friday saved using the Osusu for food items this year. However, she had vowed not to continue next year because her expectations were not met. She rather advised other traders to save with banks.
You know, have nothing come out. Then some people use the money say wrong come out. Or Tina says some people don't even get their own say where they want carry EDS man. So as for me, if I say next year, I no go do am again because I no achieve anything for the thing what I do. Even the food not even complete. So na small thing in the inside. What you expect say you go collect, you know collect and na small then give us. You better make go put them for bank.
For Patience Okubo and Chidima Bena, the reverse is the case, as according to them, the local method helped them this year. They said if they were to save with the banks, they would have tampered with the money, while acknowledging that fact that there are risks of possible loss in the traditional scheme. They advised those interested to do short-term savings, as some people have been reported to have absconded with money saved with them.
Sometimes it help if you follow better person do it help. But so what they follow, some people do and some people they carry their money wrong. Like plenty people carry money wrong this year. Some people they play like 1,000 or 500 or 200, depend the way say your power reach. So if you play the way say your power reach, say the money come out where it go reach you at 40, so say you won't buy. But if you throw this small one there, as still cost, not they go anywhere.
I do it the way where the thing go favor me small. Like I do the one I collected for 2 months, 3 months. I do not keep it long. The person you are doing a cow, you be careful for person you get to use it and do a cow for you. And depend how the amount we are giving. If you are giving something like 500, not give reach 6 months, collected your money and go and drop it for bank. If you don't have it to use it and put for business, use it and put for bank so that you can feel they safe. You cannot keep it long because person, if you put plenty, person can feel use it and do another thing and tell you stories.
This year, the traditional savings scheme disappointed a lot of residents in the Yenagoa metropolis, as some of those who were supposed to keep the money saved with them reportedly ran away with the money, while others who were to deliver items like rice and other commodities for Christmas ended up delivering substandard items due to price increase. Friday, Ebimoboe Peter, Trust TV News, Yenagoa.
Thanks for Friday for that report. We now go to business. Oil prices are set to end 2023 about 10% lower, the first annual decline in 2 years after geopolitical concerns, production cuts, and global measures to rein inflation triggered wild fluctuations in prices. Earlier Friday, Brent crude futures went up 18 cents or 0.2% at $77.33 a barrel, while the U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude futures went trading at 11 cents higher at $71.88 a barrel in early Asian trade. At these levels, both benchmarks are on track to close at the lowest year-end levels since 2020, when the pandemic battered demand and sent prices nosediving. Oil is also on track to fall for the third straight month due to demand concerns outweighing the risk to supply from the Middle East conflict, and as production cuts have proved insufficient to prop up prices, with the benchmarks declining nearly 20% from their highest level this year. Also, the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, has announced an extension for companies to submit their annual returns, offering a revised time frame from January 1st, 2024 to April the 1st, 2024. The directive, disclosed in a statement on Thursday, urges all entities registered under the Companies and Allied Matters Act to capitalize on the extension. The statement emphasized that the general public should be aware that the extension doesn't impact striking off proceedings initiated by the Commission before the publication on Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. The CAC warned companies, directors and officers that the Commission will take action against directors and officers of struck-off companies for the recovery of undischarged penalties. The CAC clarified the extension was prompted by current challenges experienced on the company registration portal and in consideration of appeals from the micro, small and medium enterprise sector. This move aims to facilitate a smoother compliance process and alleviate burdens on businesses during these challenging times. And away from Nigeria, Russia on Thursday reopened its embassy in Burkina Faso after nearly 32 years following the breakdown of relations with colonial ruler France. The Burkinabe Foreign Ministry confirmed in a statement that Russia formally opened its embassy this Thursday in Ouagadougou. Russia's ambassador to Ivory Coast, Alexei Saltykov, said that he would head the mission in Burkina Faso until the new ambassador is named, and described Burkina Faso as an old partner with whom we have solid and friendly ties. And that wraps up the news update at this hour. Do well to follow us across all of our social platforms and join our live stream on YouTube for more news, documentary and programs. I'm Ibrahim. Thanks for watching.